to the Toffee Blues, your source for all things Everton. This is the player ratings for Everton 1, Manchester United 3. Yeah, I've already done the match reaction if you want to check that out, but this is the player rating, so I'm not going to go too much in depth on the match. I'm just going to talk about each player individually here. So let's just start with Jordan Pickford. Now, I've given him a 6. 2 goals weren't his fault, and he done some calm saves, really, ones that were really straight at him. His kicking was on and off at times. He done a few good passes, long balls and stuff, but the big talking point for BT Sport is where he dropped it and leading to a penalty. At the end of the day, he's pushed by Maguire. Maguire's got his arm out, which pushes him and makes him drop it. That's why he never got the penalty. Steve McManaman and the other commentator, I forgot his name, and Peter Walton didn't see that. So they're meant to be experts, but they decided to ignore it. So there you go. So yeah, Jordan Pickford, just give him a 6. Done what he had to do. Weren't really his fault for the goals, really. So gets a 6. People might disagree with that and say that he did drop it, but Maguire's got his arm out and pushed him. Simple as that. Same as Coleman, give him a 6. Frustrating performance, but was one of our better options when we were going forward in the second half. Don't think he had a great first half. It was probably his fault for the goal, the first one, because he didn't stop the cross. But second half, he did come alive a little bit and try to make things happen, always getting forward, trying to put crosses in. They weren't great crosses or anything, but at least I thought he was trying to make things happen. Weren't his finest game, but bit of an average performance from him. He tried. That's all I can say, really. We done a few good little balls here and there, but like down the right hand flank, he was getting a bit done first half, and when Hammers switched to the other side, he seemed to be more compact on that side. It's more for the second half performance, same as Coleman, so I'm going to give him a 6. Michael Keane, I've given him a 5, probably his worst game of the season for me, without doing too much wrong. I mean, okay, 2 goals could have been prevented, especially the first one. I think he should have went out to Fernandes because that's a free header. And him and Holgate are just too far apart for the second one. And, you know, it doesn't touch Rashford's head in the end, but you know, easily could have, you know what I mean? But apart from that, done alright at the back. I mean, just switched off, mainly for the first goal, I'm going to say. And I've given Holgate the same. Give him a 5 as well. Done a few good passes here and there at the back and look calm and collected at times, but again, it's mainly down to the 2 goals. I just think both of them could have done better in situations, especially Keane. But I think it was too early for Holgate to just be thrown in there. He hasn't played since pre-season. Maybe a bit early for him, but there you go. Look at Dean, I've given him a 6. Same as Coleman, really. I mean, first half was more a better performance from him. He was linking up well with Bernard. Hit the post. He's always trying, Dean. I'll always give him that. You know, even before the season ended and we were terrible, him and Richarlison were the ones trying for me. And today, he put the effort in. Tried to get a few good crosses in and stuff. Done alright down the left. Nothing special, but done a job, really. It's more the other players letting him down today, but there you go. Alan, I've given him a 6 as well, but going by the first half, it might have been lower. I don't think he was great first half. Got caught out a few times. But second half, I thought he was trying to bring the ball box to box, which another player probably should have been doing better. We'll speak about it in a minute. But I thought he was up and down the pitch second half. Did lead to the 3rd goal by, you know, giving it a bad pass and they break. But I thought he was trying to drive us forward a little bit and done his job defensively in midfield second half quite well. And in parts, well in the first half, but it was the second half again, like Coleman, where he came into the game a little bit, and I don't think he'd done too badly overall. Decore, I've given him a 4. Now, this is the player who should be doing what Alan done more of in the second half. I don't think he was great today, Decore. I said I would have brought him off, really. I think I would have brought him off for Tosin a bit earlier. He just weren't affecting the game at all. He did come close at the end. Blazed one over the bar and then muddled one. If he only connected it with that properly, we might have scored. But I don't think he had a great game today, Decore. Weren't the worst player on the pitch, though. But I just... frustrating performance from him. Seen him play better than this. just weren't great. So he gets a 4. Guilford Sigurdsson, people will say I'm picking on him here, but I don't care no more. He's getting a 2 because he's crap. It's as simple as that. How many times have I got to give him low scores? And I've seen it. Obviously, other channels out there are giving low scores as well, week in, week out. He is not performing well enough for us. He's not good enough. He's finished. End of. How long have we got to keep saying it? He just didn't do nothing today. His crosses were poor. His free kicks were terrible. Why is he taking free kicks when there's a better set piece taker on the pitch than him by a million miles? Got dragged off again. A couple of seasons ago, he'd never get dragged off. He was one of our best players. He's finished. And that's the end of it. He gets a 2 out of 10. Maybe even being generous. Some might think I'm harsh, but some might think I'm generous as well. So there you go. Bernard, give him a 6.5 to be honest. I thought first half he was definitely our best player. And he scored. Put us in front. Making things happen. I thought he played well, Bernard. But second half he did fade a little bit. He done well in patches. But I don't think it helped him going over, switching sides at times. He did switch back and forth, but he seemed to be on the right a few times as well. But ultimately, very good first half, second half, not so good. Kind of like Alan and Coleman, but the other way around. But I'll give him a 6.5 because he scored the goal as well. James, I'll give him a 6. First half, he wasn't very good. It was a bit of both. It was a game of both halves for some players today, let's say that. James gets a 6. Second half, he was much better. There was one great ball he played in the first half. I thought that was magical, but apart from that, he didn't do much first half. Second half, he was absolutely... second half, he was much better. So, yeah, I don't know if it's the right man to drag off, actually, because he was starting to make things happen, but maybe he wasn't fit. I mean, Carlo did say he wasn't 100% before the game, so yeah, give him a 6. Not his best game for us, but there you go. Dominic Calvert Lewin. Now, I've given him a 7 because he just was feeding off scraps again, but every time he got it, he tried to do well with it, and he'd hold the ball well. He always wins headers that he shouldn't be winning. I feel sorry for him, really. I mean, he's got no support up there, has he? I mean, there was one cross from Iwobi that he nearly got his head on, but Maguire just got there first. But we didn't utilise him today, and I'm going to give him a 7 because he's got to work harder than everyone else because he's not getting any service. And when he did get it, he held it up well and was strong with the ball. So, yeah, I'm going to give him a 7. Even though we lost 2-1, he's one who can probably hold his head up a little bit high without doing too much. But when called upon, I thought he'd done all right for us. Alex Iwobi, give him a 7 as well. Now, people might disagree with that, but I thought he'd come on and try to, he was getting us into the game a little bit and was always involved. So I've given him a 7. He was probably the best. Well, I can't work him out. I can't. I mean, he done a few, he was the one who crossed for Calvert Lewin, he just missed it, but yeah, there you go. Iwobi, 7. Disagree with that if you want, because I know a lot of people will, because they don't like him, but I thought he done alright when he come on. Cenk Tosun, I've given him a 3, because he didn't do anything when he come on, and when he did, he just gave the ball away. There was one where we would look like we were on the attack, and he just passed it into space. Maybe that's fitness, or whatever, but yeah, it was a bit of a shocking cameo for him. Just don't think he played well when he come on at all, and he's someone you want to come on and make the game change, and if anything, he changed it in the worst for us up front. Just done nothing. They bring Cavani on, we bring Tosun on. There you go. I think that's all the subs. I might have got that wrong actually, but I'm pretty sure it was. I'm sorry if I got it wrong. I haven't made a note, but there you go. I just want to give a special mention to Steve Mcmanaman. He's going to get a 0. No, actually, he's going to get a -10 because he is a dreadful commentator. He hasn't got a clue about football. So, Steve Mcmanaman gets a -10. If you want me to pick a man of the match, I'm just going to edge it to Calvert Lewin. But maybe Bernard was in with a shout, even though I did give Bernard a 6.5. And Iwobi, I can't really give him man of the match, but I'll give it to Calvert Lewin. Yeah, doesn't really matter, does it? We've got beat 3-1. Doesn't really matter. No one probably deserves man of the match. But there you go. Don't forget to check out the match reaction. Please like and share this video, comment if you want underneath, we'll try and get back to you. And if you want to subscribe to the Toffee Blues for more Everton content, please press that button. Thanks very much, see you later.